Welcome to one more golf screen tips by ZPPT. Today with Tiago Cruz, one of the best golf professionals in Portugal, and we are going to talk about two common mistakes, the sway and the slide, and how we can correct them in our fitness workout. The sway is characterized by a lateral movement in the frontal plane during the backswing away from the target, like Tiago is showing us. So the hip slides away from the target. The slide is on the same plane of movement, but the hip is going to slide towards the target, like Tiago is showing us. Okay? These two problems can have different causes. I'm going to talk about two of them. One of them is the strength of the glutes, especially the medial glute that breaks and decelerates this lateral movement in this plane of movement. So the next one is the incapacity of turning around the hip that we call internal rotation of the hip. And that's another issue that we can work in your fitness program. To correct this excessive lateral movement, I'm going to follow the words of Michael Boyle and think there is a subsystem that stabilizes our lateral movement, and that is the muscles inside your hip, the muscles in the same leg outside, so medial glute, and the TFL also has a very big work here, and then we are going to target also in the opposite side the lumbar muscles. So the first group of muscles that we are going to target is the inside, the adductor muscles that we are going to work on. So Tiago is going to lie down, and the grid will be in a 90 degrees angle with the hip, and he's going to do some movement here. The hips should stay right forward the floor, and so we are going to do some lateral movement here. Okay? After that, another technique is with the foot on the ground, he's going to come up and down, up and down, up and down. And you are going to do this all along the inside of the hip. The next one that we are going to target is the TFL. So, to target the TFL, Tiago is lying on the side. We are going to put the grid here. The leg is going to stabilize like that also, and the trunk will be in a 45-degree angle. The back leg is going to be bent. What I'm going to do now is to work like this, rotating a little bit more, 45 degrees, and working like this. The next technique will be with the bent leg from the back, and he's going to rotate it and bring it up and down. Okay? You can spend as much time as you want on this. We are going now to target the lumbar muscles, and for that I'm going to use a trigger point ball, and I'm going to put it just up the hip bone. So Tiago is lying down on the back. I'm going to put the ball here. He will lie down. Okay? And we are going to do two movements. The first one is to do a hip flexion. Okay? So like this. Pull the knee to the chest and go down. Pull the knee to the chest and go down. One more. You can do it 5 times. Okay? And one more to the 5. Okay, to have some lateral movement, the technique is going to be like this. You're going to bend the other leg and cross this one. Tiago doesn't like this one here. So, and now we are going to do some movement, some rotation movement, so I can trigger some more fibers. To finish this corrective strategy of excessive lateral movement, I need to integrate it, all the muscles working at the same time, the muscles that we have been triggered. So, what I'm doing now is use the sandbag, and I'm going to create a movement, a rotational movement, and some instability on the legs. So Tiago needs to stabilize and needs to put working that subsystem, lateral subsystem, so he can work this cause of these two mistakes. So what you are going to do is a reverse lunge with some rotation. Okay? We are going to start slowly, and the first progression will be Tiago is going to rotate, put the bag on the floor and come up, and then pick up the bag and come up. Okay, Tiago. Let's go, put the bag on the floor and come up. You see the lateral movement, what's happening? So, pick now the bag and come up. Second movement, just 2 more. Put, come up, and 1 more. Okay, we are now progressing, and the bag is not going to the floor, it's not going to stay on the floor. So Tiago is rotating, touching the floor, and coming up. Okay, you see, he's struggling to stabilize this lateral movement. 2 more. 1 and 2. If I want to progress a little bit more, what I'm going to do is to do it bilaterally. So I'm going to do it one side and then the other side. So one side and then I'm going to change and the other side. Okay? Come on, 3 more times. Let's go. You see, he's struggling, come on. Yes, here, come on. Push there. And 1 more. Okay, very good. In today's program, we approached 2 mistakes of the swing, the sway and the slide. I said that could have 2 probable causes, the instability in the frontal plane and some difficulties in the hip internal rotation. So today I've talked about the instability in the frontal plane, and the next program I'll be talking about how to correct and how can I help you in your fitness program about the hip internal rotation. So I just have to thank you, the professional athlete Tiago Cruz, that today was with us, and thank you. See you next time.